Unit 6, Word Stress. Introduction. In some languages, stress is invariable. In Finnish, for example, all words are stressed on the first syllable. In English, primary stress may be on the first syllable, category, the second, arrive, the third, Japanese, the fourth, configuration, the fifth, nationalization, and the sixth, industrialization. In this sense, English word stress is not invariable within the language system, but it is with regard to each individual word. That is, each word in the lexicon is stressed on one syllable, and that stress does not change. For example, regarding is always stressed on the second syllable. Primary stress in English words is more common on the first syllable of a word with two syllables. The second syllable normally has a weak vowel. For example, German, agent, final, moment, famous, sister, people, person. There are, of course, many two-syllable words with primary stress on the second syllable. The first syllable normally has a weak vowel in this case. For example, forgive, allow, connect, persuade, tonight, demand, complain, defy. It is less common to find unstressed syllables that contain a strong vowel, but they exist. For example, although, maintain, contract, program, climax, herself, nylon, excerpt. All of these contain two strong vowels. Prefixes. There are certain unproductive prefixes. That means they are not used to produce new words anymore, such as a and b, that always have the stress on the second or later syllables. For example, in the words behead, belittle, bewail, befriend, awash, awake, alight, ablaze. Suffixes. Many suffixes do not alter the stem's main stress. This is the case of inflectional suffixes. We can also call these grammatical suffixes, such as in the plural, ed endings, ing endings, and the comparative and the superlative. For example, wish, wishes, wishing, wished, big, bigger, biggest. In every case, the stress is on the first syllable. Many derivational suffixes do not alter the stress either. For example, there are many, as you can see below. Let's look at the example of wonder and wonderful. When we add the suffix in wonderful, the stress remains the same. However, some suffixes do affect stress. The following attract stress to the suffix itself. For example, billionaire, absentee, auctioneer. Chinese, kitchenette, boutique. Some suffixes draw the stress towards them, that is, they attract the stress. For example, pompous, pomposity, perfect, perfection, magic, magician, drama, dramatic, humid, humidify, economy, economic, generous, generosity. Secondary word stress. In words that are stressed on the third or later syllables, we normally have secondary stress on an earlier syllable. Here are some examples: supposition, animosity, characterization, democratic, masculinity, laryngitis. Disyllabic verb-noun pairs. They consist of a noun, like extract, where the stress is on the first syllable, and a verb where the stress is on the second syllable. Extract. In this case, there's also a difference in pronunciation. More examples: suspect, suspect, present, present, increase, increase, protest, protest, transfer, transfer. As you can see and hear, sometimes there is a difference in pronunciation. Phrases and compounds. Stress can distinguish two apparently identical sequences of words. For example, my English teacher is a teacher who happens to be English, whereas my English teacher is a teacher who teaches English. This teacher could be Spanish or French. He or she teaches English. My English teacher is classified as a phrase, whereas my English teacher is classified as a compound. Compounds are generally stressed on the first element. In the case of compounds made up of a noun plus noun, the stress generally falls on the stressed syllable of the first word. Let's see more examples. Movie star, teapot, tennis racket, department store, bird watching, time consuming, space saving, storytelling. This is also the case with many adjective plus noun compounds. Blackbird, dark room, greenfinch, redneck. If I say I saw a blackbird, it means I saw a type of bird. If I say I saw a black bird, it just means the bird was black. Blackbird is a compound. Blackbird is a phrase.